Oops, I got it too high. Hi. It's too high. Hi, good morning. So, today, if you remember on Wednesday, when I set up this mantle shelf, cabinet top, whatever you want to, use my decorating style and ideas and tips for in your house, I had this ledge all set, and I just kind of joking, I said I should do a switcheroo, when I like say you buy some things and then you're tired of it and you want to just switch it up a little bit. And so I threw out Saturday switcheroo, and so many of you like that idea. Got a couple private messages about the switcheroo. So I thought, well, let's do it. Well, in the meantime, I had several orders of the things that I'd had up here. So I don't think the switcheroo idea is going to work very well, but I did promise I'd come on and do one today. So I thought, well, we'll just use what was left, and we'll just pretend that we pulled those items out and we're going to switch it for new. So maybe it'll work. I don't know. And if you're new here, you're totally lost. Like, I get it. I know you're lost. But happy hello, girls. Good morning. Good morning. It's Saturday, and you are on my page called Tammy Loves Vintage. My name is Tammy Neff, and I'm happy you're here with me just for a minute. So I sold, what did I have on that this time? What did I have? Oh, I know. The little the original wooden chippy paint with the old hardware. I had that there, and I had one up high, and I sold those, so I can't like pull them down and show you that switch, but I did hang this handmade, just a little handmade thing I made with some vintage and old papers up there. And then I moved my paintbrush over. I sold the last square cutting or breadboard. So they're European. They're not great big, but they're price point wise, I think they're like $45 on the website, which is really great. I mean, we were looking at tiny ones from here, and they retail $60 was the least expensive one we saw yesterday. And they go on up to $100 and $200. I mean, they go up as they get bigger and bigger. Anyway, so I have 3 round ones left. So this one, that one, and then I use one as a doily kind of downstairs because I have a really light painted table like this, so the doilies just kind of match into the table. So I put that down with the tiny doily over it just until it sells. Anyway, so I sold that. I sold the abacus thing. I'm so glad. I have treasured that forever. And then somebody bought my fan blade, and I'm so excited for her. You guys, I've shown that fan blade up here as backgrounds so many times, and none of you snagged it, and I can't believe it. When I found that, the girl had 2. I bought them both. It's I love the fan blade. It's so different, so I'm not going to call her out, but I did sell the fan blade, and I even put a little handwritten note in there. I was so happy for choosing that item. So anyway, a lot of thought goes in when Julie and I are out shopping and trying to decide what to put in here. So I'm so excited when people get it, because I know it's so different, but that's what I love about what we do. I did sell one of the shoes, so I only have one shoe left. So let me show you what I came up with to switcheroo this from what I did on Wednesday to a whole new look. Okay, so let me get started here. First thing that I have, I love Kelly's Island. Anybody that follows me knows it's like my favorite place ever. And so these bingo cards came from the VFW. They're original to the VFW. Some of them have this bottom piece. Some of them are cut. They're how I found them. And then the little windows slide. So that was how they played bingo, and they really do. So if you don't want the black showing, you just slide them all over, and then you don't have the black. I love that. I love the patina on them. They had some bluish looking ones, but I bought these because I thought these were awesome. So I'm proud and happy to be able to bring these to you guys. So I thought I would do that. And since I only have the one shoe, I thought maybe I would just kind of prop it up like that. Oops, let me put you back up here where you can see the shelf instead of me. And then I have a door plate. I have a few door plates. I like to work these in every now and again. So I just thought I would do something like that. And then I thought I would change this. So I'm going to take this out, and I grabbed one of these. It's the same design and style. I just thought Like I like that. And then I needed something tall because the abacus was gone. So I thought I would use this old jar full of, all these things are on my website. So I used this old Atlas. It's a Atlas whole, what's it say? Whole front, no, whole, I can't even read it. Whole fruit jar, Atlas whole fruit jar. It's an old one, look. I didn't clean it out or anything. This is how I found it. I loved the natural color of the spools to match the cutting board that matches the shoe. It's all just neutral and basic. I'll still tuck the cross in. I sold one of the crosses, so that leaves me, I think that's my last cross, but that color is so great with the breadboard, with the door stopper on the top of this bottle and the old shoe, so it just really works in. I thought I would bring out, just for a little softness and to help fill this area, I thought I'd bring out this treasure. I have a treasure that I put online, and it is a handmade handkerchief with the letter of how she made the handkerchief. And I know I've shown this before. I absolutely love it. Mother made when she was 16 for her mother. Her name was Marcia, and it's signed Love Edith, with love from Edith. And there is like all of the writing, and she wrote all about it. And then here's the little handkerchief, and it all came together. So I keep them together. And so I thought that would be a cute, I know the last time I displayed the letter, this time I'm just going to keep it like together like that. Put the little shoe over top, just somehow plopped in there. And then I thought I like this little scale that I have. It's the only scale that I have in stock right now. So I thought it matched in with the decor. And then I have this little marked sliding measure. You can barely see the markings, and then I love it because I've never seen one with all of the metal cutting, whatever this is, on the end. So I thought that was super cool. So let me see, I'll put it up, I think, so you can see the metal. Yeah, so you can see the metal. I love the silver from the paintbrush to go with the silver in the necklace, or in the bracelet and the old pins and stuff. And then it kind of pulls, you know, the silvery and the tarnished part kind of pulls over to the scooper, and then it pulls over into these containers. So everything kind of mismatches, but yet it's the same. Let's see, I've got this a little crookedy looking, I think. And then what else do I have? Oh, I had a couple more things I pulled. I pulled this old bottle with the buttons that we made, and then it's got the horn top, an old horn musical instrument top, and I put that there. So I always love our bottles incorporated together. Maybe one a little forward and one a little back. And then I have this really awesome, I love these in our decor too. They're folding measures. So you can kind of configure them however you want on your wall. You can hang it, you know, like this in amongst whatever. But I'm going to fold it up, and I'm going to tuck it out of this. I'm going to tuck it out of this. I love the black numbers on it, and I just think it adds a little bit of something. Oh, I don't have that quite right, do I? Let me get that better. But I want the numbers to stay up there. That's better. So, what else do I have? Oh, I have a brass faucet. I don't think I'm going to get it in. I just pulled it, but I think I have a brass faucet. It's really cool too, and it would tuck in really nice, but this is more brassy, and everything else here is, well, it kind of goes with the browns, but I don't know how I could get it in unless I were to take, like, well, if I were to take the shoe out, what's happened? Oh, that thing's holding it. I could take the shoe out and prop that up, and I think that would be a cool look as well. With a couple of long nails here, you could hang it. Or if you have a big bottle top, like to make your own bottle, it would sit really cool as a bottle top. That would be super cool, but it would have to be a chunky bottle. It couldn't be one of these. It would have to be like a bigger bottle. And then if the top was too small, what you would do is use a washer. Like, I know I've shown you all that in the bottle things, how to make them, but anyway, so there you go. That's my switcheroo It's kind of the same, but kind of different. I did not sell the picture frame. It was the only thing that I took out of this arrangement. I didn't sell the little spring birds picture frame, and that's what I had over here for all of the dark items to pull together. So there you go. That is my switcheroo for Saturday. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm going to tip you down now here where I can see, and I'm going to look at your comments and thoughts and hellos and all of that, any questions that you might have. So I'm going to put on these funky big glasses. But they help me see, so I can't see you guys very well. So let me put on my glasses. Haha, there we go. Go ahead, laugh. I know they're hideous, but I can see with them, and I never know which glasses I'm going to grab. So there is Margaret. Hi, Margaret. Thank you for saying hello, and a big happy hello right back to you. Let's see who else we have here. So yeah, I'm all done. I'm not going to do anything else. So if you guys got to, you know, go fix your lunch or whatever, you're not going to miss a thing other than our little chitty chat here. Hey, Sarah. Hi, good morning to you. I don't even know. Is it morning? Actually, it's 12:09. We're just past morning. Hey, Dee Dee, there's one of my Saturday Switcheroo girls. I remember you saying you wanted me to do it. Let's see who else we have. I just thought it would be fun to take everything off, or not everything off, but just some of the things and then tuck in some other things. So when you guys wanted to switch it up, because I'm always switching things at my house, I'm like, you know, I sit and look at something and it's like, oh, I'm not sure that's quite right. So then, or I'll be like, this might look better. And then I switch, just like that faucet with the shoe. That'd probably be the first thing I would, you know, what would you call that? Like, switcheroo, my switcheroo. So yeah, that'd probably be the next thing I would do. But I do stuff like that all the time. So yeah, so I'm always switcherooing. Anybody else gonna say hello? Let's see. Oh, Beverly, love when you show us how to switch things out. Oh, good. Well, good. That's what I was thinking. Maybe, you know, a lot of you like to see me build and see, you know, how my mind is thinking and why I'm putting that there. And even if it seems off to you guys, like, you know, my eye sees the heaviness of the dark brush with this and the black letters, and then the darker of that, and the like, my eye sees it different. The silver's picking up the silver, like I just said, and then the color of the spools is awesome in the jar over, and then see there's a little shine from the jar, which also matches the shine and the shine. Like everything just kind of tells a story almost, and I find displays like this so interesting. Like you really want to study them rather than candlesticks here in a picture. You just kind of, it's symmetrical, it's pleasing, and you just see it in your peripheral vision kind of thing, and it's like, oh, that's nice, and just keep on going. Where with things like this, you really take the time to study them. For me, that's how my brain works anyway. So, you know, when we're doing faux finishing and painting on people's walls, I always tell my girls, less is more, less is more. Less is more, because you don't want it looking spongy, you don't want it looking busy, we want it soft. Less, don't do too much. And then, yeah, when you come to stuff like this, more is more. So I have no theme going. It just depends on the situation. Let's see here. Anybody else going to say hi? Let's see here. I'm flipping through fast. I'm using this hand here. I'm swiping up, so you guys watch the comments slide by, and I'm always busy, and I really don't try to stop. So anyway, that's what's happening if you're new. So creative. Thank you, Debbie. I'm glad you love it. Good morning, Monica. Hi. Did you change your hair color? No, Lori. I just go every 9 weeks, so it gets darker and darker. You can see, you know, it gets darker and darker. So she just adds a little bit around. It gives me a little striping. She calls it, she stripes me. But this time she did do a chunkier stripe. She said, let's do a chunkier stripe. It's spring. So I'm like, okay, it's January, but okay, whatever. She's beautiful. I trust her. You do whatever you want. That is a great way to change up your Walk My Website Wednesday. Yes, I thought maybe it would be just like a little add-on. Oh, Kathy, yes, you know my website, Tammy Loves Vintage. It's the same name as the name of my page. You can find my videos on YouTube. I have a channel, Tammy Loves Vintage. I have an Instagram, Tammy Loves Vintage, or my website, TammyLovesVintage.com. Oh my gosh, this just reminded me. I am so happy and thrilled and excited to share something with you guys. I have a new logo. You know, I had a logo for my store. It was Tammy Loves, and it had the blonde girl, and I liked her a lot. It kept her general so that it was just called Tammy Loves, my store. And I dabbled in weddings. I have real estate. I sell real estate. So I love the idea that Tammy Loves could be very diversified. But when I decided to do the website, close my store, I honed in on the vintage things. And so Tammy Loves Vintage was born. And for some reason, that little blonde girl just didn't work for me anymore. So I had been trying all these places to get a logo, and no one was hitting what was in my head. Like, I had this thing in my head, and they tried, bless their, I mean, people tried. I tried Fiverr, didn't like what she did, didn't like the Etsy girls. I mean, they were okay, but it just wasn't what I was trying to convey. And anyway, so then my friend Julie, her daughter Lydia, bless her heart, oh, and my friend Diane, her daughter Erica, those two are cousins. They worked on a website, on the logos, and those were my favorite, but I still wasn't there, but it was good, and it was okay. And that's what my business cards are, and the little brochure cards that you get when you order things from me. But I have it. My friend Beth, I don't know why I didn't think of Beth. She's an artist. She loves doing watercolor, and she loves doing, she's messing with oils now. She's retired and does her art for fun, and her name is Beth Durant. And I love working with Beth, and I thought of her, like, I can't even remember the moment it hit me, but I thought, I need to throw that by Beth. So I did. She nailed it first try. It took her 4 hours. She hand sketched. It kind of looks like this mantle. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Actually, I'll tell you why I didn't have it here in my hand. I'll do a whole thing just on that. We're just chit-chatting now. Those that got off, they don't want to hear all this, but you guys are hanging around. You're probably, fixing your lunch or driving to the grocery or whatever. So I'll tell you. But Julie and I went up to Amish country yesterday. We took a bunch of stuff to our booth. I took some paint up. I've never had my paint in the booth before, so I took a bunch of paint and waxes and glazes and all that stuff. And then we did some shopping. And where am I going? Oh, so everything's still in my car, because when I got home, went to pull it in the garage, and my husband had the side-by-side in there, and he was wanting to tinker with that and clean it and whatever. So I had to park outside. So I didn't load it. I didn't bring anything in because it's flipping cold here in Ohio. So it's all still in the car, and I had picked up my original copy of her drawing, and it's in the car. But I just have such a great feeling, a great vibe about her logo. Sent it to a few of my closest peeps, and they all loved it, said it was me, and I love that. So anyway, I will be sharing that with you very soon for sure. I just have to get it out of my car, and I want to show you, and I want to have my phone flipped so you can read it and all this stuff. So I want to be ready. But I threw back at her. I said, I love it so much. I think I want to make a t-shirt or make t-shirts or hats or whatever for you guys. So we're trying to, she put like a sign. I had her I did a rough drawing. I'll show it to you. I am no artist, so it's rough, but bless her heart, she figured it out. But anyway, it looked like a chunky candlestick, and then the sign says Tammy Loves Vintage. And so I was going to do like Tammy Loves Vintage, and so do I, and put that on a t-shirt so when you guys can wear them, people know that you love vintage. I love that idea. And then the other idea, Julie said to put, instead of Tammy Loves Vintage in the sign, to put like I love vintage or vintage love, or there was some other thing she said that was super cute idea to put in the sign, and then put Tammy Loves Vintage on the sleeve or back here or something like that. So we'll work on that. This is me. I get a little thing, and then it explodes. I can't just sit on a happy little thing. It's got to, I've been like this always. I can remember shopping with my mom as a kid, with my brother, and she'd buy him a little Matchbox car, and he'd play with that flipping thing all day and be so happy, right? With me, she would buy me something, and I would be like, oh, I love it, put it in the bag, and you can walk around like, okay, what else can I get? Like, I always wanted more, and so that's more is more, right? There you go. We just came full circle. So, all right, let me keep reading here, you guys. But yes, treasures are on the website at tammylovesvintage.com. There's all kinds of them. I know that they don't, sometimes you look at them in the little squares and it's like, what is she going to do? Like I have a brass faucet laying in there. What do you do with that? So that's why I'm trying to show you guys. And I call it Walk Your Website Wednesday. And that was everyone seems to really like that. So I thought, well, maybe I could do a switcheroo on Saturday since I'm always changing it up. So that's the whole point of today, was just to give it a whirl and see what we thought. Whoops, my glasses are crooked. I feel them. It's morning in Washington. Hey, Debbie, well, good morning to you. Good morning. It's weird that we're all in different times. All at the same time. That's so weird. You like it. Thank you, Lori. She likes it. Yay. I wonder, I should post side by side the two pictures and see which one you like better. That would be fun. Oh, see, so many ideas. They're always rolling in my brain. That's just how it is. It's exhausting to be me. I'll just tell you right now, it's a lot to live inside this head because it never stops. Oh, there's a hello from, was it Mavis? Yes, it was Mavis. Hi, Mavis. Good morning, friend. So, okay, you guys, this is what we came up with. Let me just move you in as close as I can. So all of this is on the website. So there's the old bingo cards, and I have several side-by-side Sunday. There you go, Dee Dee. That's a cute idea. And yes, I see lifting you up like that. The guts of this greenery isn't good, but from down here where I'm at, see, you can't see it. So you would want to work on that depending on if your shelf is low or high. You always want to make sure all of that sort of hardware-ish, not hardware, but you know what I mean, that sort of whatever is hidden, the sort of unpretty stuff. There's Jamie. Good morning, Jamie, or afternoon, wherever you're at. But yeah, so then the little measuring tool here propped up on the scale. I love that. It kind of gets lost. See, I'm picking myself apart. It kind of gets lost behind or in front of the breadboard. I see it gets a little bit lost. So maybe I should have switcherooed those two things, but you get the idea. You get the idea. It's all here. It's just a matter of tweaking with it and playing with it. And there's that measure sticking out right there. I love that. Just that little touch. And that measure really could be tucked like where the shoe is. I love all this stuff, you guys. And everything that I have is really antique, you know, I mean, except like these containers, you know, but 90% of everything is going to be antiques unless you're in the curtains. Oh, I should have pulled some more curtains for you. I didn't think about it. Oh, well, you saw lots of curtains on Wednesday. So anyway, you guys oh, they're hi from Cuyahoga Lake. Oh, I don't know where that is, but it sounds like the best place to be, Kathleen. You know, we got invited to do some painting at a house. They wanted us to paint a bunch of furniture. And they lived on the lake here, on Seneca Lake, and it was snowy and icy. It had been really cold, and I'd never been to the lake when it was like that. And I was kind of like, oh, I hate to see it. It's going to be so depressing. And oh my gosh, we got there. I have to say, it was prettier frozen in white than it is in the summer with the sun shining and the boats and stuff. It was like a whole, you were seeing like this, you were seeing something and then it totally changed and it was the same thing, but it was so different. It was beautiful. I loved it. So that was a nice surprise. So wintertime, I don't know where you live, but wintertime on the lake is still a beautiful place to be either way. So in my opinion. So, okay, you guys, I'm going to go. I hope you have a great day. I hope you like these changes. I apologize for my mess. This is my website store here. So like I have shelves and ideas. There's all of our greenery, and then on the floor I'm still checking in some spring things there that I've got to get shelved up, priced, and I've got to get it all to Danita. So if I'd quit running around antique shopping, maybe I'd get something done, right? It's in the Finger Lakes. Oh, upstate New York. Oh, wow, how cool. So yeah, it is cool. You're welcome for sharing. Absolutely, Mavis. Yeah, I bet that's beautiful up there. Like I say, it's beautiful anywhere, right? Anywhere on the water is just dreamy. So, okay, you guys, have a great day. Thanks for watching. Have a good weekend, and I'll talk to you for sure next week on Wednesday, if not before. You missed me live. Oh, Melody, I'm live right now, so you caught me, but now I'm leaving. So, hi, bye. Have a good day. Bye-bye, you guys. Thanks for watching. You'll have to catch the replay, Melody, for the whole schmeal. Bye-bye.